Look at this. Gabe Medina, three-time world champ, Griffin Colapinto, looking to take out his first win of 2023. But a repeat customer to finals as he featured at Sunset Beach, runner-up to Toledo. And he said, wait, I've got to be me. I'm going out the back with priority. And he made a really important shift to get the win. Medina taking the first wave and a great connection on the backhand. Finds the pocket again, knifes it. And now wraps it through the inside. This wave had a really interesting road and surfed it incredibly well. Medina stays on his feet on the opener and starts off in the lead.
Wow, what an opening ride there for Gabriel Medina. And I liked all of it, Joe. It all looked good.
So not as dramatic, but Medina looking to get the win. What'd you see, Bugs?
Oh, well, I agree with Richie. This whole wave is just so superbly put together. Every mark, every point is a winner for him. And even as he brings it around to this inside section, just the snaps are so crisp. The finishing turn, and he got the 1-2 in, Rich. That's what he was like missing out on that last wave.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got it spot on. Have a look at this first backhand attack from Gabriel Medina. Gets some tail release, so we haven't seen that from the goofy footers yet. So, and here we go.
Griffin Colapinto with his first answer and his opening ride of the final. Beautiful snap to float, rides out right in transition with the bottom turn. Nice cruisy cut back to fill in that space well. Throws down the wrap and end section. He flows right through beautifully. What a start to the final.
He wants to get it going right now in this final. A lot of time on the clock, and like Rich said, the conditions out here are nice. The wind has really backed off. Some of that morning sickness, we're done with that. Looking forward to this final. Looking forward to some numbers popping up for these two and see who got the early advantage.
Good man, Kaipo. So Griffin, knowing he had a great opportunity in front of him. But what about that first maneuver, Richie? How hard is that to do at main break?
Yeah, really hard, critical. And Griff said it in his interview, I'm going to keep going with the lippers. And this one, he extends it. You can see his board just shimmied a little bit. Really important that he comes down before it explodes behind his board there. So pinpoint timing on that one. And just a little sleepy on the cut back here, but Griff down the line, he sees that there's a nice big tall section here, slashes, and then from now he's going, I got to finish this ride and then I'm going to get a decent score. So perhaps a little bigger on the end section compared to Medina's, so that could come into play on second viewing of it.
10-point ride Akira in his rookie debut, won the Triple Crown almost accidentally when he was just shadowing Kolohe Dino. As we get back into this one, second effort for Medina. Nice solid opening snap, big section, goes up quickly. It was a little messy there, but he stays on his feet. Little wrapping cutback, similar looking type of wave as his opener. And he'll extend the backhand float just on his ability to balance while in awkward positions. He could pull that one down. But he almost starts with this big peak and then has that transition wall, just like his opening 717. Connect well in the first turn and kind of had to feel his way through that second point. What'd you see here, Richie?
Well, almost a carbon copy of the first ride, really, but this one stood up and he got that second crazy little hit on the lip and then a nice grinding turn, stays with the pocket, stays with the power, slashing off the top, and then that big projection float over that final dangerous section. But on both rides, he got that really nice roll in that set up the first turn.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want. I mean, it's a peak performance by both surfers, it looks like, and I feel this is stronger than his first ride. I think the first turn here is just more critical. He gets his board right up there, 12 o'clock, Rich, and you know, as you said, this next turn here, it's nearly like he just sort of jammed that one in. It wasn't even there.
No, somehow manufacturing another few points out of the ride here, but he's left nothing to chance. He's left nothing on it. He's extracted every little last piece of juice out of this.
And this last, as he sets up this finishing turn, even now he gets one more kind of nice little lick in here, sets it up beautifully. That's a strong turn in its own right. But this finish here, Joe, this is dynamite.
Look at that positioning, completely sideways and committed, and somehow gets that board under his feet. Where Medina actually invited Griff to stay with him last year to compete at the CT level in Brazil. So these guys, a great relationship as Griffin locks in. All patience for Griff, but he ran out of wave here. He's got to reset and hope for something big on the inside track. And he just has to get out of there. So first mistake for Colapinto in the final.
Yeah, this is going to be super exciting watching those two women go at it. Two natural footers with no more goofies left in the women's.
As we see the goofy standing here, Gabriel Medina crushes the first opportunity. Sets up another beautiful vertical hack with the tail release. Right back up to the top again. Will fight through the third turn and just force the finish on the end section. How does he stay on that surfboard? Unbelievable. Woo. No mistakes for Medina, no falls in 3 strikes in this final. Puts himself in a position to perform.
He sure does. He's just getting stronger as this event goes on. What a time to peak and reach this second turn here. Look at that. He goes vertical once again.
Oh, just, man, he sat on his heel side rail setting up that bottom turn for so long. A little bauble there, but kind of cleaned it up and got to the finish. And you can see Griff's doing some pretty special stuff outside as well, but he's taking off so deep on the peak at the moment and really setting up these backhand hooks right up in the pocket, man. He's just, look, leaning on it, drags it out, now attacks, gets it right up vertical, gets all that release and pivot off the lip. And the back half of his board was completely disconnected from the lip of that from the lip of the wave on that final maneuver. Somehow gets back into position to land the finishing turn.
So impressive. Gabriel Medina looks like he's improving on his lead.
And, you know, you just feel that there was a pressure cooker building with Medina. We'll get back to that in a minute.
Can he change the rhythm? Colapinto has that beautiful down carve sweep. The wave's going to go a little bit flat here, and it might force him to get out of here. Yep, Griffin's got to kick out, find a better wave to answer back. He's still going to be chasing a 9.34.
You know, Joe, earlier on, he did say, as Griffin he's taking inside one, I kind of feel like he's just going to go for the air or something here, Rich.
Colapinto's got some room, and he has to eject.
Yeah, and let's just check if he just has a little moment to check his board, because it almost looked like no, he's all right. He checked.
And as they both paddle pretty fiercely for this wave, Griffin looking at it, he's not going to get it. Yes, he is. He's from way behind.
Colapinto gets this wave under priority. Now sets up his first turn. There's a classic wrapping cutback. It's got a good wall, hard end section. Griffin hits it off the top and completely disappears. He's been really reliable with that move in his earlier matchups today.
You can see here, bang, just jumps right up on the roof of it, tries to ride out, but it's just an avalanche of whitewash behind him. Now, this is a 10-foot face, a 10-foot section that he's just trying to attack here, and was just a millisecond too late before his board just re-engaged.
A lot of events to decide who will be heading to Lower Chessels, but that's been Griffin's goal in back-to-back years, and he's just missed out on competing for a title on his home court. Gabriel throwing up another big vertical, controlling this final as he smashes that whitewater section deeper off the bottom and hits the lip once again, and he'll kick out of there. There's so much water moving on the open face. I'm just so impressed how he can stay on his feet.
So straight off the bat he goes, "Nah, Griff, this is my one," and he obviously saw something in it, and just that first turn, tiny little bit held up there, and then sort of forces the second one, and it's more of a foam climb than a big open face hook, and connects with the third, and then
is a part of his destiny. 1 minute on the clock. Griffin's going to take this wave. Needs a 9.34. Looks like a great wall. Nice and hollow to start. He's got a race out in front. Here comes the first turn. Belts it. Ton of power from Griff. Late under the lip, and he goes upside down. Tommy and Snake and Scotty felt that wipeout because they knew that was what it was coming down to.
Everything into this final wave. Almost was maybe thinking barrel off the takeoff, and then it started to run away, so he goes, okay, I've just got to put everything into these turns. The first one was a really nice one, Bugs, but then that second one just up and under the lip, just a little bit too late. If he had made that, he would have got, well, he would have got us the judges thinking about. what was going on there, seriously.
That's right, Bugs. The champion of the Western Australia Margaret River Pro, Gabriel Medina, turns in his best performance of the season. Makes the semifinals, the final for the first time, ends up being a champion, making all Goofy Foot so proud.